Charlie was ready for the trip of a lifetime. But before the plane could take off, something very important disappeared. Will Charlie find his missing backpack before it's too late? Join Charlie and Emma on a real airport adventure. In the case of the missing backpack. Chapter 1, The Journey Begins. Charlie was 9 years old and very excited. That morning, he was going on vacation to Spain with his parents and his little sister Emma. It would be their first time flying together as a family. Charlie packed his small red backpack carefully. Inside, he put a book about pirates, some colored pencils, a notebook, his little travel teddy bear, and his headphones. Mom said, "Charlie, keep an eye on your backpack. There are a lot of people at the airport." "I will, Mom." Charlie answered with a big smile. Emma hugged her favorite teddy bear and bounced with excitement. "We're going on an airplane," she sang happily. Soon the family arrived at the airport. It was a huge building filled with lights and sounds. Charlie stared in amazement at the big screens showing arrivals and departures. "Okay, kids," said Dad. "First, we need to check in our suitcases, then we'll go through security." Charlie held tightly to the strap of his backpack. He wasn't going to check it in, this backpack was coming with him on the plane. Chapter 2, The Disappearance. After checking their luggage, the family sat in the departure area. Mom went to get some water. Dad read a newspaper. Charlie walked over to the window to look at the airplanes. Emma followed him. "Look, Emma. That big one might be ours," Charlie said excitedly. For a moment, he left his backpack on a chair nearby. He was so fascinated by the airplanes that he didn't notice how much time had passed. When he came back, the backpack was gone. Charlie looked around in alarm. "Mom! Dad! My backpack! It's gone!" His parents came over. "Are you sure you left it here?" asked Mom. "Yes. It was right here on this chair." Charlie felt his heart pounding. Emma looked at him with wide eyes. "Maybe someone took it. Maybe a thief," she whispered. Dad tried to calm them. "Let's not panic. Maybe someone thought it was lost and took it to Lost and Found. We'll check." But Charlie had already made up his mind, he wasn't going to wait and do nothing. This was a detective mission. And he would lead it. Chapter 3, The Search Begins. Charlie looked at Emma. "We need to find my backpack. Will you help me?" Emma nodded and pulled out her little notebook. "Let's make a plan." On the first page, she drew a map of the airport, at least the parts she remembered. She marked the spot where the backpack had disappeared with a red circle. "Now we check all the places," she said. Mom and Dad agreed to let the kids search for a bit, as long as they stayed nearby. First, they went to the cafe. Emma asked the waitress, "Have you seen a red backpack?" No, sweetie. But sometimes people leave things in the restrooms," she suggested. Charlie asked Dad to help him check the restrooms. But no backpack. Next, they went to the toy store. Emma was amazed by the dolls and building blocks, but Charlie stayed focused. "Focus, Emma. We're on a mission." "Sorry," she smiled. They approached the shop assistant. "Has anyone left a red backpack here?" asked Charlie. "Not today," the woman replied. "But I heard someone near the elevator was looking for the owner of a backpack." Charlie felt a spark of hope. Chapter 4, The Clue. The children hurried toward the elevator. On the way, they met an elderly lady with a small dog. "Excuse me," said Charlie. "Have you seen a red backpack?" "Oh, young man, I think I did. One with a teddy bear keychain?" she asked. "Yes. That's mine," Charlie exclaimed. "I saw a man in a blue shirt carrying it toward Lost and Found." "Thank you," Emma said. The children ran back to their parents. Mom, Dad. We have a clue. The lady said someone took the backpack to Lost and Found. Wonderful. Let's go there together, said Dad. Chapter 5, Lost and Found. They arrived at the Lost and Found office. A friendly lady in a yellow vest sat behind the counter. Hello, said Charlie. I lost a red backpack with a teddy bear. Has anyone brought it here? The lady smiled. Let me check. A moment later, she returned with a red backpack in her hands. Is this it? Yes. That's my backpack. Charlie shouted. Emma bounced with joy. Charlie, our mission is complete. The lady asked Charlie to describe what was inside, just to make sure it belonged to him. Charlie told her about the pirate book, the colored pencils, and the travel teddy bear. The lady handed him the backpack. Thank you so much. Charlie said with a wide smile. Chapter 6, Lessons Learned. As they sat again by the window, waiting to board their plane, Charlie looked at his sister. Emma, thanks for helping me. That was so fun. Just like a detective movie. Emma replied. Mom said, and what did we learn? Charlie smiled, feeling a little embarrassed. Not to leave my backpack unattended. Dad patted him on the shoulder. And remember, even a small problem can turn into a big adventure. Charlie looked at his backpack. The adventure was over, but he was already dreaming about the next one. Maybe on vacation, maybe at the hotel, maybe at the beach. Who knows what other things might go missing. The end.